Так, едем выслеживать Вонючку в квесте по следу основной сюжетной ветки. Может быть, мне придется тут до утра ждать.
God be with you.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
You mean Hinek? He's the tanner's son, isn't he?
Any idea where I could find him?
I don't know. Tried his folks' house, but he doesn't spend much time there.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners, and that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
He's a tanner, isn't he? If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weak of stomach.
True enough, but not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinek's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Ratai for thieving, and in Neuhof he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Сейчас, секунду, я запишу. Так, стоп, куда мне сначала идти? На С? На, почему-то там и то, и то. И на С, и на, ну ладно, давайте. Хорошо все-таки, когда в городе есть дозорные, можно в любое время суток их спросить. Так, это, видимо, просто центр, я тупанул. Мне надо на С идти. Так, ну... Я все-таки подожду до утра, потому что не хочу тут сейчас квест заруинить каким-нибудь вторжением, там еще в тюрьму в какую-нибудь. Надеюсь, купальщицы особо долго не спят. Ведь от них произошли всякие ночные бабочки. Смотри, еще далеко. Может, не с той стороны зашел, да вроде с той. Ну.
What are you doing here?
Hey! What are you doing here? Get out of here or I'll...
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough, but I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Look, Hinek's my friend, and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing.
But I already told you I don't know where he's got to.
So I suppose he just goes to the woods to pick mushrooms, does he?
Mushrooms, no. More like hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He keeps prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died, that he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was, and that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me, and we could get married and such. All just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding in the western corner.
All right, thank you. Is it true?
What? So I don't know. The truth is, I felt a bit sorry for him. Folk don't like him, but it's only 'cause his old man is a grouch and a tanner.
I heard they don't like him because he keeps company with villains.
True enough. But they didn't like him before that either. Or me. They're close-minded yokels. Both of us are the black sheep of the village.
There's nothing more between you?
No, nothing. Maybe Hinek thinks differently. But that's how it goes.
I need to know more about that hideout.
I really don't know where it is. I only know when he came back, he usually came to see me.
I see. How did you know he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught, and he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure. Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, 'cause he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to start.
God bless.
Так, ну что ж, я вроде кучу всего узнал. Так. Ну давайте на D, а потом уже с отцом поговорим и тайник его поищем. И потом еще вон нам куда идти. В лагере дровосеков.
I'm at your service, sir.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
Then ask someone else. I have nothing to do with it. He'd only drive my customer.
Really? I heard a different story.
Who are you, Annie?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing.
Если вы вдруг не успеваете читать,
I don't know where he is.
ставьте на паузу.
But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I've no time for this. I have to find Hinek, and you're going to help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you going to talk, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Fine. Let's get to the point then.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way.
I did some deals with Riki, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is, I don't know where it is at all.
But
I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Так, дайте я все это запишу. Ладно, на В теперь идем. Вот это что ли отец Вонючки?
God be with you.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Have you ever heard of him?
Sure. Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son, Hinek.
Ah, you wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all?
I really don't know nothing about...
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning.
He had money because he sold the stuff right.
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again.
All right. What more do you know?
Nothing. I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know. Hinek never...
I know he didn't talk to you about it, but you must have noticed something, right? How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon.
I'd like to talk to you about your...
I'm very...
Do you at least know any friends he's with, or some...
As far as I know, nobody...
I heard he's seeing some bar...
Maybe. He can't get...
Ну, вроде бы я все узнал. Давайте у него еще клад здесь заберем. Я ему его отдам, этот клад, если там будет возможность с ним договориться, потому что по описаниям вроде он не убивал там никого. Я не знаю. А, на западном углу дома он говорил. Так, запад это вот... Давайте еще раз посмотрим. Давайте. Зарыты под западным за кожевной мастерской. Вот это что ли кожевная мастерская? Может быть, у них запад по-другому немного. Так, я могу на это много времени потратить, так что... Так, запад, вот смотреть на нее, да? Если смотреть на нее, то запад вот там. Я не пойму, мне в дом, что ли, надо проникнуть или что? Траву буду заодно собирать, а то это... Ну, она качает там всякие тоже перки, силу. Заодно, может быть, тут поднее это копать. Так и еще раз. Зарытый под западным углом дома. За кожевенной мастерской.
Is someone there? What's going on? What?
Чего он шухерится, я не могу понять, что ему не нравится.
Can I do anything to help?
Нет.
Is that some new kind of... Are you looking for me?
За мастерской это вот здесь. Здесь что ли он зарыл? Я потом, конечно, тайм-код добавлю в описание, если не забуду. Если забуду, вы напишите в комментах, когда я все-таки найду этот клад.
Hey, who's there?
Ну, честно говоря, тут вообще ничего не знаю.
What's the matter with you? Hey, who's there? Get going. Jesus! I see a thief! Guard! Come here quick! There's a thief over there!
Ну, пипец. Под углом дома, блин, ни хрена нету. Здесь, что ли?
You! Stop right where you are! Is that all you've got?
Можно с ними, да, говорить.
You were seen steal. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it...
Are you pulling my pizzle? Don't you know who I am? You better watch your step, or I'll make things so hot.
But I was just... You...
Неужели за пределами вообще его дома это зарыто? О, что это было? Или это вот этот дуванчик был? Валерьяна. Вообще вот здесь куча всего, что-то какой-то хлам. Здесь что ли заорал или что? Я не понимаю просто. Вот здесь, то есть. Нет, это меня не интересует. О! Где на грядках он что ли зарал? Вообще правильно еще он зарыл, там есть. Да, зарытый. Так, ну то есть не под этим углом получается еще. Может быть вот здесь?
Is someone there? Well, Are you looking for me?
Ты меня настукачила, я не хочу с тобой
What's it to be? What's the matter with you?
Так, ладно, ребят. Я могу на это потратить еще 5 часов, но я сейчас тогда просто по гуглу, короче говоря, поищу. Сейчас, подожди. Понятно. Вот, ребята, как по мнению переводчика, или может быть это, ну я не знаю, там может много значений было, перевели под углом дома. Как это? Под западным углом дома, за кожевенной мастерской. Но это как бы, ну, немножко подальше находится, чем угол дома, ребят, да? Может быть я ошибаюсь, конечно, но немножечко все-таки подальше, чем угол дома. Немножечко. Вот это вот. Даже по карте как бы, ну совсем чуть-чуть подальше, чем угол дома, да? Вот угол дома, и вот где-то на. Ну окей, ладно, надо было здесь просто ходить 2 часа все это выискать. Я бы, конечно, нашел это, но просто время сейчас сэкономил. Потому что тут надо было бегать и в землю рылом смотреть. Ладно, я отдам, может, ему это, говорю, если будет возможность. А кто-то накосячил с переводом или я не знаю с чем. Так, ладно, сейчас я все сложу, тут ворованное эту место. Ну, в принципе, у меня еще много заданий осталось. Я, наверное, все-таки это видео, оно получилось так долгим уже. Выложу, схожу потом в лагерь дровосеков, расспрошу, а потом начну по этим шахтам искать. Как я с этим-то нормально могу поговорить? Он на меня не обидишь, его бакраун немного меня застукает.
Don't you have any...
I really don't.
How's that?
Because every...
Так, ладно, ребят, все это видос я выкладываю.